All right, it is Friday evening. Let's make this fast and furious to end the week. Let's start with the S&P's. I mean, look, it's pretty standard price action for an option expiration. Uh, my target was 69.50. We closed at 69.40, which is close enough. I'm pretty happy with that. Short-term momentum did turn negative into the close. In terms of, I will note that Thursday's candle was black, which played out as they usually do. Couple other little minor things. The Russell, which will have been overlooked by many people today, new historic high in the Russell today. The other index that broke a new historic high, transports, settled down 0.8%, but it did print a marginal new historic high. Let's just flash through some individual stock names as fast as we can. Yeah, this one, Apple, was down 1%. So the little baby bear flag that I was dismissive of did play out. And now you got to wonder, I mean, look at this wave here, bear flag. I mean, is this going to go to the 200 day? I mean, I don't think so, but hell, it's now come down from what, 279-ish to 255. I mean, the only thing is, right, this is a lousy short because the RSI is 25. And again, it hasn't been this oversold since, if you don't include that bit, since the April low. This would be a bad short. But anyway, I'm surprised. It did settle. It actually settled almost precisely at last Thursday's low, 255.53. Anyway, let's not get bogged down in Apple. Archer Aviation, let's actually just pick a few names and just, what do you want to cover? Oh yeah, First Majestic. Whoa, I didn't notice that. Wow. Huh. Okay, so yeah, because it was down in the morning, settled up 5.7% at a new multi-year high, 2150. Wow. Okay. Congrats to those people on board. I did have First Majestic Silver as my stock of the day Thursday evening. AMD at 1.7%. That was helped by TSM. Actually, no, that was yesterday. Like, what was it up for today? Because it's just generally up, right? General upside. I mean, relative to the main market, it's doing fine. That is a black candle. Leans a little bit bearish for Monday or Tuesday rather. What else? Tomiko. Yeah, look at that. New historic high up 3.2%. Got to be bullish uranium and anything nuclear related. Decas down 2.3% to $100. You know, you could argue it's failing, but I got to think this is going to go to 125. That's basic target. Did say I was going to flash through some of these quickly. Joby, Air Taxi. I mean, look, up 1%. You know, bullish unless it goes under the 200 day. I like air taxis. What else? Lockheed, of course. Look at that. Another 0.8%, 582s. Got to be bullish for defense stocks. MP Materials up 3.4, impressive. Meta. I mean, it was only down 0.1%, but still, it's not pretty, is it? Micron was up, from what I gather, the CEO was on CNBC this morning, up 7.8%, new historic high. So yesterday's candle was black, but it was negated and skewed by the fact that the CEO was speaking. Netflix down 0.1% at 88. So yeah, Netflix has earnings next Tuesday after hours. High threat that this loses the 82s. Nike down 0.3, 64s. Today's candle's a little bit spiky from the 50 day. You could argue that short-term structure is a bull flag. It's not a great one. Well, it's reasonable. But it would be certainly be negated if it goes below 62. But I still think this one's going to have a midterm bullish breakout. But you need to go above $70, which is 9% up, right? Yeah, 9% ish. Nvidia down 0.4. It's just churning around. Oklo up 3.8%. Again, got to be bullish nuclear. Don't care about that. Is that? Hang on. Is that 10? Wow, it's 161. Garbage. Occidental just cooling back. Pan American Silver down 1.2. Looks like today's candle is, yeah, it's a hollow red reversal. Leans bullish for Tuesday. Palantir, uh, initially higher in the morning, but it did see a rather powerful downward swing to 170. Again, broadly, it's a lot of chop. Only only bearish if it goes under the 200-day 155. PayPal churn, don't care. Don't care about that. Drones cooling back. Rocket Lab, that's impressive. Look at this. 6.1%, new historic high. And I will say that sister stock, ASTS, new historic high at 14.3%. For what I understand, it's involved in Trump's Golden Dome. So it's, I guess maybe they'll be launching stuff for the US military. And if that's the case, they're going to be raking in the money on a multi-year, even maybe multi-year, multi-decade basis. Got to be bearish, got to be bullish rather. Rocket Lab and ASTS. SMR, solid gains, 6.8%. You could argue that the little bull flag is starting to play out. We settled right at the 50-day. I think this is going to go to $30. That's basic target. $30 is $10. That's 50%. I think that's viable by late February. I like that one a lot. Target up 0.1, 115 target, and then 145. Tesla down 0.2, just churn with the main market. Oh, actually, we'll go back to that. Take two, down 1.7%. Again, the 200 days typically support. So if the buyers are going to come in, now is the time. Well, this will be one to watch on Tuesday. United Airlines just cooling back 2% with the main market. Again, uranium energy, I think that's also a new historic high. And yes, it's overbought, but that can remain the case for weeks at a time. United Health didn't do so great, down 2.3%. But you can see in the scheme of things, price action is just a lot of churn. I still think this is going to go to green gap this year. The only issue is when. I mean, it did have, you see, it did have a little breakout here, but then it's cooled right back. So yeah, it's a failed breakout. I mean, now, the more cautious now are going to be waiting to chase above 352. The very bold will be buying with a stop at 328. And Exxon up what's that, 0.6% on the week, on the day. I mean, a strong week. It's been a strong week and a bit for the big oil. I was going to look at gold and silver. We can do that tomorrow. There's no hurry, right? Um, yeah. What should I end on? Maybe something like an elder chart. I don't often highlight these days. I mean, look, blue candles I normally see as intermediate. Green candles outright bullish. Look at that. Blue, green, blue, green, blue, blue, green, green, red. Again, bears have got nothing unless we see another red candle. Also note the fact that the lower Bollinger is now up to 6,400, 6,484. It's going to be 6,500 in a week or so. The only real issue this spring summer is, do we get some kind of retrace like this? Of course, last year it was on this was of course Trump tariffs, right? So I don't think that's going to repeat this year. I mean, maybe we could have something like you see back in 2024, we had like a 4 week decline, and if we resumed again, literally all the way into December, and we had a little bit of chop. I mean, we're gonna get some kind of retrace at some point, but it could be months away. I mean, look at this from November 2023, just relentless. Again, look at the candles; they're pretty tiny, right? They're pretty stable. You can get this little sporadic cooling rally, 4 week drop. I mean, when are we going to get the next one of those? I don't know, but I don't see it this side of September, which of course is that's probably an overly bullish outlook, but you know, market is extremely resilient, right? It's the market is holding up despite Venezuela and a lot of other background concerns. But yeah, I mean, net bearish week, right? Actually, no, I should say net bullish week, because we did print a new historic high on Monday, 69.86, even though we settled down for the week by 0.4%. Bullish. Anyway, I will cover gold, silver, and other stuff tomorrow. But yeah, pretty typically quiet day in OPEX for OPEX. So I wish you a good weekend. I will probably post a video on Saturday. Again, it should be specifically on gold, silver, and the miners, which is where the real action's taking place in gold, silver, and the miners still, right? That's where the passion is. But we'll cover that tomorrow. So on that note, I will wish you a good weekend. Be good.